Time is 5 minutes and 24 seconds here in the first quarter, and we are now witnessing our fourth deadlock at 21 all. Top scorers for Magnolia Ice Cream, Norman Black with 13. On the other hand, for Great Taste, 9 points coming from Kai Dick, backed up by Ricardo Brown with 8 points. By the way, Michael Young has scored 4, and you've got to appreciate that he's playing hurt. Matter of fact, favoring his left leg. Quick release coming from Ricardo Brown. He now has 10 points.
Well, going over to Michael Young, he is playing sort of decoy in today's game. He's looking for the open man. He's not going to the hoop too much.
Well, all of the players know the importance of this second game in a semifinal round because, as we have mentioned, and they do recognize it, that if the magic number is 4, if you lose 2, that means you've got to continue winning the next 4. Here is Reyes. Ricardo Brown backtracking. Keep an eye on him. Good catch and a good pass. A play completed by Norman Black.
What Ricky Brown was saying about Michael Young playing 60% seems to be true here in this game. So after a while, Coach Baby Dalupan might have to go with an all-Filipino squad.
Here is Tuadles on the outside. Pick provided by Ricardo Brown. There were 2 on him. He could have given it out to Ricardo Brown. And coming off the bench is Ives Dice. He was interviewed by our man on the ball earlier. Graves will be sitting it out.
Well, you know, some people might be wondering why playing coach Norman Black didn't start with Dignadice. It's because some players want to come off the bench. That's when they play well. And that's the role of Ives Dignadice.
The first rainbow shot partner coming from Ricardo Brown. He now has 13 points. On the other hand, Norman Black is drilling them in. He has got 17 and good timing. He will also go to the line.
Okay, Philip Cesar will pick up his first personal foul. And that's a tough assignment he has, trying to contain Norman Black.
Well, as you look at the feet of our players, you will notice that they've got Grosby rubber shoes. And, you know, a lot of our players are sporting Grosby rubber shoes. And that's because Grosby has been named official basketball shoes of the PBA.
So those are good shoes, Pinks. My team in the PABL, they all wear Grosby shoes.
You know, I have been reading about you, and I understand you've got a birth certificate that says somebody is already as old as your grandfather.
No comment on that, Pinks. Anyway, Norman Black missed his foul throw earlier. I was going to say he shot 64% from the line. Actually, he improved on his 59% in the double elimination round robin.
You know, every time that they cover the Burlington basketball clinic, there's always a message from Norman Black. And he will tell it to Det Ramos, our production manager. Norman said, "Will you tell my friends to stop mentioning my percentage in the free throw line if they are my friends?"
Okay.
They pass. Here is the Greek Brown Fox. You got to give him one step. You really can't be that glued. The foul is going to go against Elmer Reyes. That'll be his first personal, bringing Magnolia Ice Cream to their 4th team foul. On the other hand, Great Taste, they're carrying 3 team fouls. It is a Magnolia 1-point lead. 27-26 for the Ice Cream makers. Calman Ricardo Brown from Rainbow Country moving closer. The Scholar gets 2.
He really skied that time, Philip did. And over 2 coffee makers. Rather, ice cream makers, yes.
On the other hand, we now have...
burning,
oh, boy, no stopping.
21
plays. 21 points, that's right. And,
hey, we're in the first quarter. There's still 3 minutes and 12 seconds remaining, huh?
yes, and Norman is really applying what he has told us, that his error last Thursday when they lost, while he concentrated on the rebounds, he only got 35
points. Yes. Well, it's not Michael Young taking on Norman Black. It's Philip Cesar. Philip Cesar is a good defensive player, but Norman's really going to the hoop.
Turn around shot on the fadeaway. It is Dignadice. 4 players on a run. The first 2 points coming from the Dignadice, and we have 31-28 in favor of Magnolia. 2:47. That's the time left here in the first quarter. Black on Michael Young. Playing hurt. It's at the corner. That's a long one. Almost had it. Oh, there were 2 teammates going for the offensive rebound and defensive rebound. And we have a timeout. Time is down to 2 minutes and 39 seconds here in the first quarter, and we find Magnolia Ice Cream in front by 3. Score standing at 31-28. By the way, may we remind you that you've got only up to June 7th to join Kamayan in celebrating its perfect 10 years by going coconut under the basket shot coming from Michael Young. And to continue, partake of some of their ginatan specialties at Kamayan like egg buhi soup, binais, and pancit buko. What's more, price of a dish will be given to every group of 10 diners. Michael Young putting down his fourth defensive rebound. Here's Ricardo Brown. So far, one rainbow shot, 13 points. Up he goes from 14. And during that last break, coming off the bench was their sixth man from Great Taste, Carpio. Dignadice on his first personal foul.
Right, Joy Carpio came in for Arnie Tuades. I guess Coach Baby Dalupan wants more offensive rebounding inside. And that's where Joy Carpio really plays a good game.
Did not get the shooter's bounce.
Gets a foul from Joy Carpio. That'll be the fifth team foul for Great Taste Coffee. Magnolia also has 5. Rather, excuse me, only the 4th team foul for Great Taste.
You know, Waki, Tuadles did not score from the floor. And you're right, Tuadles had to be pulled out by Baby Dalupan. Aside from getting more offensive rebounds, he wants a scorer. Working the baseline and lost control, Kidabin. Kidabin was faster than the possession.
But that's good. Right after that error, you saw Abet go down for defense. That's the attitude he should take in tonight's game. In every game, for that matter.
A fadeaway shot coming from Young, and somehow it can't seem to ring the bell. It's been limited to 6 points so far.
6 points. Yeah.
Magnolia just by 1 from 13. It is Abet Kidabin for his 4th point. Kidabin during the second meeting against Great Taste last May 3rd, where they lost by 8 points, scored 23 points, 15 rebounds, and came up with 9 assists. Here is Michael Young. He had to bring it a little bit closer.
But you can see he's still favoring that left leg of it.
Almost to the point of limping. Inching closer.
Norman,
it is Norman. Unstoppable is the word.
23 points for Norman Black.
And Norman has not connected from Rainbow Country. That is not his forte. Here is Cesar. He will challenge. Putting it up high. Coming up the offensive rebound, it is Carpio. Norman was there. Loose ball picked up by Kidabin. Here is the big man with the big dribble. Lead pass. Here is Norman. Looking for an open. Kidabin for the offensive rebound.
That's the value of Abet Kidabin, huh? Norman did sink the basket, but you had Abet there for the offensive board.
Well, what happened there was that Cesar came in too deep and he was not able to come down to defend. So it's a 5-point lead now for Magnolia. The basket did not go in. It could have counted.
Right. After a while, Coach Baby Dalupan might have to bring in Bernard Fabiosa. He's a spark plug in that team. That's exactly, I remember against Ginebra San Miguel, they were behind, and when Bernard came in, that's when they got the lead. So Calman Reyes sit down, and Cuy and Pumaren come in.
Checking in for the first time, they joined Dignadice, Kidabin, and Norman Black. We have 19 seconds to go here in this exciting first quarter. And nice time for Kidabin to get a rest. Checking in for the first time is Ituri. And here is the fellow that makes things happen, Fabiosa. For the first time, in for Kaidik. And Kaidik did very well, scoring 9 points, 1 rainbow shot, and 1 offensive rebound, of which he converted. On the other hand, 2 for 2 from the quick round box from the line.
Let's see how Bernard performs here against Magnolia. He's been having a grand season. Maybe even better than his crispa days. He's been really a spark plug for his team.
10 seconds to go. Cuy is open, but he's cold.
Very cold.
Just came in.
Oh.
Well, he wanted to hit the glass and hoping a teammate would get it, but it didn't work. So at the end of the first, it is Magnolia by 3. Start of the second quarter, and the score standing 37-34 for Magnolia Ice Cream. Fabiosa, Michael Young, Banate, Atoy seeing action for the first time, and Carpio. 2 men down on the floor, Fabiosa and Pumaren. The foul is going to go against Pumaren. It's a loose ball foul on him. And in case you're still home,